Welcome in, everybody. We're doing another fundamentals day, a little bit more fundamentals plus, so we will be doing 100. We will be doing 100 this time. You're not getting out of it, okay? Even though it's fundamentals, please be mindful of your body and what feels good for you today. You can always go back to pelvic curl whenever you want to. I'm never mad about that. Starting on our mats. Feet in parallel, hip width apart. Let's go about middle of the mat. I'm going to go slightly more forward so you can see the BASI logo. And we're going to reach those arms down by your sides. Take a moment to just feel where you're naturally standing. Where you're naturally standing. So we're going to kind of rock forward and back. Find the spot that feels like too far forward and a spot that feels like too far back. We want to be standing perfectly in the middle between the 2 feet. And then we're going to shift the weight kind of side to side. Put more weight on the left foot, and then back to middle, and then more weight on the right foot, and back to the middle, and see if you can find that center. Good. And now put the weight more on the inside of the feet, trying to pronate. Come back to center. Put the weight more on the outsides of the feet, supinating. And see if you can find that neutral position where you have even weight between the big toe joint, the pinky toe joint, and the heel. And now look down and see if you're even. Are you actually supinating still a little bit? Or are we pronating? Right? And we're going to lengthen through the crown of the head, open the chest, reach the arms long, take an inhale. On your exhale, we're going to draw the head down, keep your chin off of your chest, and then think of your ribs going in and up towards the ceiling as you articulate through your upper back. And now we're going to bend those knees, and the belly button goes in and up. You're going to fold like you're folding over a clothesline, and you're draping yourself over at the waist. Pull those shoulder blades back to the spine. If you can touch the floor, great. If not, don't worry about it. Inhale. And exhale, lift from those bottom ribs, drawing the sits bones down, taking your spine back up, and try to keep the weight even in the same spot of the feet. We inhale. Exhale, roll down from the crown of the head. We draw in and up into our thoracic flexion. We bend the knees into our lumbar flexion, getting that stretch through the low back. So if we're tight right here, like I am, you can see I'm a little bit, don't have as much range there. Reaching, and I'm really just thinking of my sacral bone being heavy, so I can reach to the floor. Inhale and exhale. Keep even weight on both feet, shifting your weight more biased towards the toes. As you draw those sits bones down, you straighten the legs, you restack the spine. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Crown of the head. Upper back. And right here, this is where the shoulder blades usually betray us. Pull those collarbones flat and continue on down. Shifting your weight more and more to your toes, the more you curl over into that stretch. Inhale. Exhale, draw those abs in. And then restack the spine. Opening the chest. Good. This time we're going to roll down. Exhale. We're going to stay down this time, bending those knees. Good. You're going to place the hands down, and you're going to take the legs onto the hands and knees. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and scoop those abdominals in, power through those arms, shoulders right over the wrists, knees right under the hips. We're going to start out of order here with our cat stretch. You're going to draw the belly button in, up to the ceiling. And for those of you who are online who are students, we know this is our full body integration block. We wouldn't normally start here, but we're going to get a nice stretch in that low back and come back, nice and elongated through the spine. Keep the belly button in as you lengthen and lift. And then back to center. Finding that scapular stability. Become familiar right now with where exactly neutral is. You can kind of lower down and you can push up and you can find that neutral in the shoulder blades. And then we round the spine, lifting from the belly button, not tucking from the booty. Relax the glutes, lift the abs. And then come back to center. And then we're going to lengthen through the crown of the head and the chest. And pull the abdominals in so that you don't dip down into this position. We want the belly button up and the pelvis neutral so that your extension is in the mid and upper back and to center. Let's do just one more, getting the spine moving a little bit more. Rounding that spine. We're gonna do a lot of chest lift in a row today. So we're trying to loosen that back and trying to set you up for success here. Into that big extension. And back to center. And then we're going to cross the ankles if you'd like, or sit back, however feels comfortable for you. We're going to slide forward to the front third of the mat, grab the thighs, and then slowly lower yourself down, 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 down. And I am going to use some variations today. So even though we're focusing more on fundamentals and a little bit of intermediate, we are going to get a little fancy and play with it, see if we can get deeper. Find your neutral spine. Heels of the hands on the hip bones, fingertips on the pubic bone, and together we're making a triangle shape with those hands on the pelvis. We're going to draw the abdominals in. Pull the belly button away from your thumbs. Don't do anything with the pelvis, just take your fingers or your belly button away from those thumbs. And then from here, you're going to, again, trying not to move the pelvis. Think of drawing the spine down against the mat. Spine down, spine down, spine down. And trying not to excessively tilt. It might move a little bit. And then release and come back to your neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop those abs in. Belly button to spine, and just try to hit this really deep layer of those abdominals, or we're drawing down away from those thumbs into that imprint. And then we come back to neutral. And last time, we scoop those abs in. Trying to find that imprint. And now going into that posterior tilt towards you. Take your arms away by your sides. And now we're going to peel up. One vertebra at a time. I want you to go slow and stop about halfway. This spot right here is where everybody loses those abdominals. I want you to think hip bones to ribs. Think, can I get deeper in that abdominal flexion? The answer is always yes. And then we're going to lift into that hamstring work. So we're shaking, we're working for it. And then if we can hit that hip extension, then I lift the chest bone just a little. Exhale, draw those chest bones down. And then the ribs are the first thing. And then from here, the belly button, and check halfway. Am I scooped in my pelvis? And then lower down. Relax the glutes, rock back to neutral. Again, inhale. Exhale, draw those abs in. And then tilt the pelvis towards you and peel up. And again, think, can I get a little deeper in that spinal flexion, especially once you get to that halfway point, and then maintain that. Keep your suspenders nice and tight as you lift and lift the chest bone. Now put the chest bone back down and then lower down. Passing through that midpoint. Can I tuck more? Release the glutes and rock back to neutral. So if you break a sweat doing pelvic curl, then you know you've really done the work. Inhale. Exhale, draw the belly button in. Get the imprint with the abs. And then we're drawing in to that tilt, and we peel the spine up. So we're going to stop right here in the middle. Here comes our variation. I want you to get deeper and deeper and deeper. And now lift your right heel. See if you can hold a little bit more weight in this left hamstring. And then place the heel down. Yep, hamstring cramp, you're doing it right. And then lift the left heel. Give a little bit more responsibility to this right hamstring. And then place it back down. 2 more times, the right heel. We get a little bit deeper in the left hammy. And place that foot down. And then the left heel, we get a little deeper. Get a little shake going. And down. 1 more time, see if you can get that left side shaken. And draw those abs in. And 1 more. Shaken. You can't, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm shaking too. And now continue your way up. Powering into those hamstrings, elongating the spine. Inhale. Exhale, peel down. And then all the way, release the glutes. Back to neutral spine. Take the arms to the ceiling, palms in. Open the arms out to the side. And we're going to draw those abdominals into that imprint. Take one leg up to tabletop and your second leg up to tabletop. Squeeze those legs together, drawing in deeper. Make sure the knees, check your monitor, are the knees over the hips, shins parallel to the floor, or a mirror nearby. We're going to inhale as we roll off the middle of the sacral bone over towards me, or away from me, away from me. Go as far as you can while keeping your ribs down and your opposite shoulder blade down. Exhale, come back. And again, inhale. Rolling off the middle of the sacral bone over to the opposite side. Only going as far as you can without lifting that opposite shoulder blade. Check your heels. Are they the same height away from the floor as they were before? Inhale, twist. You should feel the weight of your legs in those obliques. Exhale, pull back. If you don't feel the weight of the legs, that means your brain went, oh, let me move your knees over here for you so that it's easier to roll. You have to squeeze those legs and push the legs up and over with the obliques. Make your abdominals hold the weight of that tabletop. Exhale. So if your legs feel kind of feather light in this exercise, you're shifting your knees rather than going from the obliques. Nice big stretch to the side. Stay here. Again, we're going to play a little bit. Extend your top leg all the way as far as you can. Keep your knees together. Now pull back to center and try to use that extra leg. Come back to tabletop once you hit middle to get a little more deep into those obliques. Rolling the other direction towards me. Pause here. Extend your top leg. Don't change anything else. And then pull. Back to center. And bend that knee. And again, we go inhale, twisting into our spine, twist supine. And then extending the top leg into our variation and pull back to center. And bring it back in. And then up and over. Extend that top leg and pull back to center. Bring those legs together. We're going to place the feet down one at a time. Interlace the fingers, webbing to webbing, hands behind the head. Neutral pelvis. Let's do our chest lift with rotation. Inhale. Breathing into that rib cage, not into the belly. Exhale, lift the head and chest together as one unit. Lifting your chest towards your thighs. Hold here. We're going to do a variation. Grab those legs. Pull yourself in a little deeper. Stay. Take your hands behind the head. Relax the head and neck. Lower the head and chest back down. Nice and slow. Again, inhale. Exhale. Lift the head and chest. Grab the thighs. Check your tail, check your pelvis. Make sure your pubic bone is down. Give yourself a little boost. Can we stay here? Fingertips to the knees. Hands behind the head. Lower the head and chest back down. Nice and slow. Take your time. Again, inhale. Into the ribs. Exhale, lift. Grab those thighs. See if we can come up a little deeper. And we go fingertips to the knees. This time, hands to the ceiling. Hands behind the head. Lower the head and chest back down. Pause here. We're going to take an inhale. Exhale. Lift the head and chest. Last one here, we grab the legs. We get a little deeper. Try to get into those low abs. Keep pulling until you feel these lower abs get involved. Hands to the knees. Hands to the ceiling. See if you can get those arms behind you. Interlace the hands. Lower the head and chest back down. Good. Bring your feet together. Tilt your knees to the right, rolling into a modified spine twist, supine. And back to center. Through that imprint and other way. Keep those feet together. Just give yourself a little twist. And exhale, pull back to center. Good. From here, we're going to draw those abdominals in. And normally we take one leg up to tabletop at a time. Today we're going to give ourselves a little challenge. Lift the heels. We're going to lift both of those legs together. Same time. And we exhale. Lift the head and chest. Inhale, pause. Make sure your pubic bone's down. Exhale, lower. So you're going to lift and stay. From here, reach the arms out straight. Palms down. Lift a little higher. Take those arms up above the knees. Lower the head and chest. We reach those arms back. 100 prep. Exhale, arms. Head and chest. Arms. Shoulders back. And we take those arms up above those knees and we lower back down. Again. Exhale, arms. Head and chest. Arms. And take those arms up. Lower the head and chest and reach back. Again, we go arms, head and chest, arms, and arms up. Lower the head and chest and reach back. One more time. We exhale. Stay. We're going to take the hands up behind the head. Place the feet down together. Lower the head and chest. Take a little breather. Separate those feet again, hip width apart. We're going to do one more exercise. We're going into chest lift with rotation. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the head and chest. I warned you, we're going hard on the flexion today. Exhale, rotate towards me. And then back to center. And exhale, away from me. And back to center. Grab those thighs. Let's get a little deeper. I just know none of us are high enough, even myself. And take the hands back. Exhale, rotate. And back to center. And exhale, rotate. And back to center. Two more. And exhale. And center. One more time. We exhale. Last one. Back to center. Lift a little higher. Lower the head and chest down. Phew. Circle the arms around to your sides. We're going to elongate those legs. Legs together. Arms flat by your sides. We're going to take your leg furthest from me. Or closest to me, sorry. To tabletop. And we're going to extend this leg up to the ceiling. From here, flex the foot back towards you. We're going to point the foot again. And then flex the foot towards you. And point the foot again. One more. We flex and stay. We go into our leg circles. We cross the midline, go around and up. Cross the midline, around and up. Holding the pelvis nice and still. Holding the pelvis nice and still. Oh, the lighting is really... The lighting is really not doing me any favors. You can see my pelvis wiggling around and up. One more. And reverse. We go around. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. No movement of those hips. And inhale. And exhale. Last two. And last one. And hold. Point your foot. Bend your knee. Glide your leg out straight, nice and elongated. And then we're going to take the other leg up. Hold. Extend to the ceiling. We're going to flex those feet and then push away. And we flex the foot and we push away. One more. Flex the foot and hold. Cross the midline. We're going to go down and around and up. Down and around and up. Inhale and exhale. No movement of those hips. And these can be as big as you'd like, as long as we're maintaining. And other way, around, and around, and around, and around. Swing, and a swing. Good. Last two, last one, and stay. Point that foot. Bend your knee. Glide the legs out straight. Good. From here, we take those arms up to the ceiling, palms in, reaching back, elongating, drawing the ribs down, roll up. We're going to take the arms up. Lift the head and chest and lower those arms parallel to the ground, shoulders back. We peel deeper, deeper, deeper into that C curve. Hinge it forward and stay. Right here, make sure you're scooping those abdominals in. Your eyes are above your knees. The arms are parallel to the ground. Sydney, give me a little bit more C curve. Rounder, deeper, deeper, deeper. Go deeper. Pull in with those ribs. And then we roll down. Keeping those arms parallel to the ground. Good. And then we roll. Inhale, lift the arms. Lift the head and chest, arms parallel to the ground. Exhale, peeling that spine up. Hold your C curve, just hinge it forward. Eyes over the knees. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Keeping those arms parallel. And arms up and back. Again. Again. Watch those ribs. Don't let this happen. Put those ribs back down. Inhale. Into your chest lift. We exhale, peeling up. Keeping that C curve forward. And exhale, roll down. Shoulders back. Keeping those arms parallel. Oh, the sun's starting to feel really nice now. Inhale. I imagine I'm going to be too hot pretty soon here. Rolling down. We keep that C curve. We draw the shoulder blades back. Good. And remember, if you need to bend your knees for this, bend those knees. That's fine. We inhale, arms, head and chest, arms, collarbones flat. We peel up without the help of those pecs. Keep those hands shoulder height. Pause here. We're going to bend the knees. Pull those feet in. Nice and tight. Make sure there's room behind you. You want to be about middle of your mat. Good. And pull those legs nice and close. Shoulders back. We're going to deepen that abdominal work and try not to roll immediately. We are going into roll like a ball, so we are rolling. But I want you to think of tucking the pelvis and getting deeper in the C curve, deeper in the C curve until you naturally roll back. Use your chest lift muscles to come up. Inhale, think pelvic curl. Exhale, chest lift. Inhale, pelvic curl initiating muscles. Exhale, chest lift. And again, inhale, pelvic curl. Exhale, chest lift. And make sure none of that momentum is coming from the kicking of the legs or the shifting of the body. Exhale up. And inhale. Exhale up. Good. Two more. Exhale up. Don't let those heads touch the mat behind you, just to the shoulder blades. Exhale up and stay. From here, glide those legs out straight. Come back to your roll-up position. We're going to flex those feet and extend the spine up. Palms up, open the arms to the side, nice and tall. Remember, you can bend your knees if you need to get upright on your sits bones. We don't want to be like this. So if you need to bend, you can bend. We're going to go into spine twist. Go towards me first. Inhale. The goal is to get as deep in your rotation as you can without shifting the legs back and forth, right? And we go. Each exhale, try to get a little deeper in that rotation. And 1, 2, center. And 1, 2, center. Center. From here, separate the feet. Take the arms forward, palms in. You're going to go into spine stretch, rolling down. Nice and slow through that spine. If you have the range to hinge forward, go ahead and hinge. And exhale, pull back in. Back up to the sits bones and then restack the spine all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Articulating through that spine. Elongating and reaching off those sits bones, and then draw those abs in and roll it back up. Restacking that spine. Open the chest. And we go again. Exhale, roll down. Articulating one vertebra at a time, we hinge. And then we draw back in. And you don't have to hinge, you only hinge if you want to. And if you can. Exhale, peeling that spine down and away from you. Keep the collarbones flat. Don't let the shoulder blades roll forward like this. You're going to pull those shoulder blades back as you go. And extend. From here, we're going to stay. Add on a variation. You're going to articulate up, arms up to the ceiling at an angle. And then come right back down. And again, we're going to do that 3 times. Reach and lift. And then come back down. One more time. Give me a little lift. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. And then restack the spine all the way up. Nice and slow. Take your legs together. You're going to bend your knees and pull those legs back in. Hands on the knees this time. Lift the feet. You're going to slowly lower. Down, 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 down. No flopping. Take the knees just slightly past the hip crease. We're going to go into double leg stretch. Inhale, both legs out. Exhale. And try to make this nice and sharp. You go boom, around. And we go again. And stay. We're going to send the left leg out straight, both hands to the right knee. Remember, inside hand to the knee, outside hand on top. Single leg stretch. The feet stay the same angle the whole time, or sorry, the same height is what I meant to say, the same height. Let's do 2 and 1. We're going to go hands behind the head, rotate towards your right leg, back through center and to the left, through center into our crisscross, keeping it nice and high in the chest lift, channeling your chest lift with rotation. Lift your chest just past your thigh, don't use this elbow. Once more, each side. And exhale, come back to center. Send the legs up. Lower the head and chest. Everyone was worried there. Circle the arms around to your sides. You're going to go into corkscrew. We're going to roll to your right side. Exhale. Back to center. Inhale, roll to the left side. Exhale, circle around and center. Again, inhale. And center. Inhale. You can make that as big as you'd like, as long as you stay nice and still in your upper body. Inhale, twist. Exhale around, up, in. Let's do one more to each side. Center, and last one. And center. Hug those knees to your chest. Give yourself a little stretch. You can separate the knees if you'd like and circle them around. Pull in and then circle. Maybe one more in this direction. We pull, we circle, and then other way. And if this stretch doesn't quite kind of hit the spot you need, feel free to do something else that works better for you. And open. Again, this is not a BASI exercise. We're just rolling the hips out. Place the feet down. From here, we're going to draw those abdominals into your spine. Find your neutral position. We're going to take your leg closest to me up to tabletop and slightly beyond our tabletop. We're going to inhale, lower the thigh bone down, tap, and then lift. Inhale, lower, tap, and exhale, lift into our single leg lift. We'll just do 5. Tap and feel the weight of that thigh, and lower, tap, and lift, feeling the weight. One more. Tap and exhale, lift, lift, lift. Place the foot down and take the other foot up. We're going to go up and in just past that hip crease. Inhale, lower, tap, exhale, feel the weight of that thigh. Inhale, down, tap, and exhale, lift that weight. Again, we inhale, tap, exhale, lift, and lower, tap, exhale, feel the weight. Keep the pelvis nice and still. One more, tap, and lift. Good. Place the feet down. And now we're going to do that same thing in shoulder bridge prep. We scoop those abs into an imprint. We peel the spine up. Find that halfway point, get deeper. And then roll yourself up. Take the right leg, or the one closest to me, up to tabletop. So it's the same side we started on before. We inhale, lower, tap, exhale, lift. Lower, tap, exhale, lift. And lower, tap. We're strengthening those hip flexors. We're doing a lot of hip flexor work. Tap and lift. One more, tap. Keep that hip height. Place the foot down. Lift a little higher. Take your second leg up and in, and we inhale, tap, and exhale, lift. Keep feeling the thigh bone weight. Lifting out of that hip on the right side so you don't drop. Exhale, lift. Again, tap, exhale, lift. One more. Place that foot down, and then we articulate down, 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 and rock back to neutral. We're going to go ahead and send those legs out straight. Roll onto your side. Facing forward, legs together. I'm going to come to the other side again because it's... I'm going to go over here now that the sun's gone. Rest your head on your arm. Scoop those abdominals in, belly button to spine. You want to feel a little lift here in the rib cage. So we're not sinking the rib cage down. We're trying to lift the ribs a little bit so that you're not pressing down on them. Lift those legs. Draw the abdominals in. And we're going to go into side lift. You're going to take this top rib, what is this? Your top hip bone to your top rib. Exhale. And inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower down. And again, we go up. And inhale, down. And exhale. And down. If you want to take the hand away for a challenge, you can. We scoop. Inhale down. And if you want to keep the hand, keep the hand. Totally fine. And lower. You want to feel this in the obliques. So you're really drawing this in and then separating and drawing it in and separating. 2 more. Last one. Exhale, lift and lower. Place the legs down. We're going to go ahead and come up onto your elbow. Lifting out of those shoulders, fingertips behind the ears. You're going to take your top leg up parallel to the ground. We're going to flex the foot and take it forward. Pulse, point, take it back. Pulse. Try to lift in that waist and try not to move the pelvis. Pulse and forward. Pulse and a back. Pulse. Last 2. And last 1. And a back. Pulse back to center. Lower that leg. We're going to slide back down. Roll to your stomach. Right in the middle. We're going to take the arms around to your sides. Palms in, abs drawing up into the spine, pubic bone down. From here, we're going to lengthen through the crown of the head. Draw the shoulder blades back. And then lift and elongate. Chest forward. And then lower back down. So we're going into back extension. Inhale. Use your inhale to help you. And exhale. Remember that inhale is linked biologically, scientifically to your upper back extensor. So if you inhale, as you lift, it will help you find that thoracic extension. So try to breathe as you lift, not just before, but as you lift. Try to keep the head and neck not too involved. You're really just lengthening out. Eyes maybe to the front of the mat. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale down. From here, we're going to come up onto the elbows, interlacing the fingers together. Draw those abs in. Lift the legs up in your parallel legs, and we're going to go into single leg kick. Kick your right and your left and right and left. Keep pulling your elbows towards you and your chest bone away from you. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale. And inhale. Trying to keep those thighs up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs straight. Lower those legs. Lower the head and chest. You're going to go ahead and push off your elbows into a rest position, sitting on those heels. Nice big inhale. A nice long exhale. Sitting on those heels a little more. And exhale. Roll yourself up. Swing your legs around in front of you. Face the camera again. Lay on your side. We're going to do the other side. I did not forget. I did not forget about our side lifts. Scoop the ribs up. Belly button to spine. You're going to tighten those suspenders. Take the hand down and lift those legs. And now from here, we inhale. We exhale. Draw that top hip to the top rib. And then lower away. We're going to go for 10. Exhale. Scoop those abs in. Inhale, lower. Back down. And again, trying not to let your legs actually touch. And lower. And it looks like my legs are actually touching. They're not. It's the lighting. Exhale. Lift. Inhale down. And if you want to try taking your hand away for a balance challenge, you can. But don't do it if you're losing your form. Exhale, scooping in, and we lift. And lower. So we're using a progression. We're doing a variation that makes it harder. 2 more. And last one. And from here, we take those legs down. We're going to come up onto your elbow, lifting that waist nice and high, lifting your top leg into side kick. Flex and draw forward, pulse, point and draw back. Pulse, flex, forward, pulse, point back, pulse, and forward. And if you need to kickstand this front leg a little bit for now, you can, but just know we're weaning off of that into the straight leg. Last one, forward, pulse, and a back. Pulse, back to center, lower that leg. We're gonna slide to our sides, roll to your stomach. Parallel legs, arms reaching out nice and straight. Draw those abs in. From here, we're gonna take the right arm and the left leg up, sort of a swimming prep, and back down. And the left arm and the right leg up and back down. Again, right arm, left leg, and down. And when you go to lift that arm, draw your shoulder down, lock it in place, and then lift with your deltoid. It might not go as high, but that's okay because we want the shoulder down and active so that we're fighting with this guy for that height, not with your neck. And now from here, you're going to draw those abs in. Lift the arms and the legs, and we swim. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And exhale. Inhale, make sure those arms and legs are going in a cross pattern. Abs are in. Shoulders are down. Inhale. One more breath cycle. Hold. Lower the arms and legs. Circle the arms around behind your back. Interlace them as high up on your back as you can get. You're going to turn your head and look towards me so you know what's happening. Scoop those abs in. Lift your legs. And now from here, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to do double leg kick. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, extend the arms and the legs. Come back in on the other side. Pulse. 2, 3. Inhale, extend. Inhale, extend. And exhale, 2. Inhale, extend. Inhale, lift. Again, trying to stay out of the low back. It's really about that thoracic spine and the shoulder stretch. Inhale, extend. Last one, left, 2, 3, and inhale, extend. And then draw back down, lower the head and chest. Take your forearms underneath your elbows. Lift and sit back on your sits bones. Nice big inhale. Nice long exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more breath cycle. Inhale. And exhale. Coming on up onto our hands and knees. We already did cat stretch. We're going to go right into front support. Make sure the hands are under the shoulders. And we're going to send one foot back, foot fully flexed. Bias to that posterior tilt. Take your second leg back. We're going to do 6. We're going to go right leg in and out. Left leg in and out. We glide and we glide. Try to get that knee to lightly brush and lightly brush. And 4. And hold. Take one knee down, the other knee down. We're going to sit. Swing the legs around in front of you. Legs parallel. Hip width apart. We're going to take the fingertips back behind you, palms away. Slide the feet out to the side. And then place them down, shoulder width apart. Fingertips go towards you or out to the side. Remember, nobody point your fingertips back like this. This is dangerous for your shoulder joint. Don't do it. We're going to lengthen. You're going to lift your trunk off of your pelvis. Think of pulling the belly button in and creating a longer waist. We exhale, push into your heels and lift into back support. Head and neck in a straight line, shoulders are neutral. We inhale, hinge. Just do a little hover. Let's do 5. Exhale, lift. And inhale, hinge. Tap. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, hinge. More than halfway there. Exhale, we go up. Inhale, down. And just one more. We exhale, lift, pushing into those hamstrings. And then hinge. Set the sits bones down. We're going to reach forward. Bring those legs together. Take a little stretch for that low back. Again, inhale. From here, we're going to roll ourselves up. Flex and separate those feet. Take the arms to the side, palms forward. We're going to go into saw. Inhale, rotate away from me. And then hinge. Lengthen and lift, we come up. Open and center. Inhale, rotate. And hinge. Inhale, lift. Open and center. Make sure you do pure spinal rotation. And now pure hinge at the hip. Try not to do much spinal flexion. Lengthen and lift up. L shape, T shape, center. Again, inhale. Lengthen and lift up. Open and center. Again, inhale. And hinge, eyes on your knee. Lengthen and lift. Open and center. And exhale, look to the outside of that knee. Lengthen and lift. Open and center. One more time. And forward. Lengthen and lift up. Open. Center. One more. Inhale, lift up. Open and center. Bring the legs together. Bend the knees. Round the spine. Keep the legs together. 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 Arms parallel to the ground. Lift those feet to tabletop. From here, we're going to pull ourselves up nice and high. Send the legs up. Palms down as you lower, just to where you can maintain. 100. Exhale, pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. Keep this nice and quick. Arms are below shoulder height. And exhale. And if you need to modify today, that's okay. Keep your eyes on your thighs. Don't look at the ceiling or it's over. It's all in the neck at that point. Exhale. And exhale. And exhale. Pause. Bend your knees to tabletop. Lift those arms up. We're going to lower the head and chest back. And take a nice big stretch. Set those feet down. All the way out long. Nice big inhale. Take the leg furthest from me and bend it. And we're going to take it up and over into a little stretch. And you can take this opposite arm, can be out to the side, it can be overhead, wherever feels best to you. And then come back to center. And then we're going to switch sides. Elongate that leg, bend the other knee. You're going to take it up and over. And again, that second arm can just go wherever it feels best. Feeling that stretch. We come back to center. We're going to take those legs back down. We're going to go legs to tabletop. And from here, we're going to go into leg changes. You're going to take your left leg closer to you while the other leg goes down. And exhale, switch. And switch. And switch. Keeping your nice neutral pelvis. Every switch is an exhale. And exhale. And exhale. And 2. And 1. legs to tabletop. Extend your legs out to a 60-degree angle. If you feel comfortable going into rollover, we're going legs to 90. From here, use your arms and your abs to peel yourself up and over. Do not look to the side. Keep your eyes on your thighs. We dorsiflex those feet, toes to the floor. Separate the feet, shoulder width apart. Lower the feet towards the mat if you can reach, and then peel back down nice and slow. One vertebra at a time. Point to the ceiling. Lower the legs. Connect the legs. If you'd rather do pelvic curl, be my guest. Go ahead and do more pelvic curls. Exhale. Up and over. And again, do not look at me. Don't do it. Flex your feet, toes to the floor. Separate your feet a little bit. And then lower the legs down. And then roll through the spine. Make sure when you're lowering the legs, you don't want to collapse. Point, lower, and connect. Don't collapse at the spine. Keep your shape. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, up we go. And over. We flex. Separate and lower those feet. And then we peel back down. Keeping the thighs close to you so you feel that stretch. Keeping the shoulders open. Point to the ceiling. Lower. Reconnect. We're going to bend those knees. We're going to take the arms up to the ceiling. And back overhead, palms in. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Slowly roll yourself upright to your sits bones. And then stay here. Give yourself a little help to get up on those sits bones. And again, if you need to modify, we can do the same thing with the feet down, no legs, right? Do what you need to do for today. Round your spine into our teaser prep. Let's just go here and then come back. Just make it tiny. Give yourself a little boost. Get up on those sits bones. And then we go around. Make it tiny. And come back up. Give yourself a little boost. Okay, this time a little bigger if you can. We roll down as far as you like. And inhale up. Squeeze those legs together. When it gets challenging, just squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale. When you think there's no way I can come up anymore, just squeeze those inner thighs. And lengthen. Woo. One more. Oh boy. And inhale, lift. And then take the feet down. Open the knees. And we're going to reach forward into a butterfly stretch. Opening up those hips. Nice big inhale. Nice long exhale. And another inhale. And another exhale. One more. From here, we're going to walk ourselves up. We're going to take the knees up and in together. We're going to pick up, we're going to step the feet out, hip width apart, hands around the backs of those thighs. We're going to pull up tall, shoulders back. Draw the belly button into the spine. Finding that C curve. And then lengthening back up. Again, we round forward into that C curve. And then lengthen and lift. Open the chest, shoulders back. And again, we round. And then lengthen and lift. Send the legs out straight. Reach the arms forward. Find your C curve. Eyes over the knees. Let's feel the difference in that roll down. Roll up. Roll back. Holding that position. Woo. Take those arms up and back. Again, inhale. Shoulders back. Exhale. Peel up. Can you go deeper than you did earlier? Hinging forward. Keep your C curve. Eyes over the knees. Watch you don't externally rotate those legs for my dancers at home and myself. And roll down. That cue is for me as well. And back. Again, inhale. Exhale, peel up. Keep your C curve, keep your C curve. And exhale, roll down. And lower and reach back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, peel that spine up. From here, we're going to take the feet in. Go onto the hands and knees. Tuck those toes, push up. Feet hip width apart. Into our elephant. See if you can lift those toes off the mat. Flexing those shins, drawing the sits bones down. Think of pulling your head, the top of your head, towards your hands. Yeah. And then put the toes down. And then lift the heels into our up stretch. Keep the back straight. Think head to the mat, shoulder blades back. Lower those heels. See if you can lift the feet. Just flex those shins. You won't be able to, but we're just imagining. And put the feet down and lift to our up stretch one. Flat back, reach through the long, elongating that spine. Lower the heels. You're going to bend the knees. Get low. And on 3, we're going to hop into our hands. 1, 2, hop, 3. Roll yourselves up. Scoop those abs in. Stack the spine. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Check in with your body. Draw those ribs in, the belly button in. Bend the knees. Seeing what feels looser, what maybe feels more active now. Exhale, scoop those abs in. Keep your weight biased to the toes until you start rolling up. We go back to the middle of the foot. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Bend those knees and we hinge. Fingertips to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the ribs up. Restacking that spine. Open the chest, shoulders back one more time. Inhale. Exhale, roll down from the crown of the head, the upper back, the mid back. Bend the knees, bring the fingertips to the floor. From here, you're going to place the palms of the hands down. Straighten your right leg. Take your right arm up to the ceiling. And look to the ceiling, get that nice stretch. Take the hand down. Bend your right knee. Straighten your left leg. And take that hand up to the ceiling, getting that nice stretch. And then take that hand down. We're going to draw the abdominals into the fingertips. Roll yourself up. Draw the sits bones down. Straighten the legs. Open the chest. Stack the spine. We grow taller through the crown of the head. And you guys are done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that was what you needed.